Okay, so the bottom of the grip just opens by pulling the sides wings here, and then we can see my light. We've got the bolt there, which I think it's size 4. Let's see. Yeah, size 4. So you can see actually this grip, it sits flush, basically. What does that mean? So basically, real steel firearms, but also like some replicas like the APFG ones, the grips have a hole here where a spring fits in, and there's a thing in here, basically like a dent, whatever it's called, that is pushed up by the spring when you screw it in, the grip, and that allows this to engage. And sometimes if it's too stiff and pushed up too much, this becomes stiff as well, but that's not the case. This is still stiff, very, very stiff. Go through. There you go. So there's a spring. Which probably was not put on properly, because the moment that we remove that, see? All right, so let's proceed with the field stripping here. I still don't understand. Or maybe it's not. Could it be? Yeah. Somehow. See, now it moves freely. So that means that either this spring here is too stiff or too long. But we'll try changing it and see how it goes. So to separate the lower from the upper in this kind of replica, you push the pins out. And because this one is already pulled, the moment you pull fully this one at the back, ta-da! Lots of grease, look at that! So the fire controls, they seem very similar to the APFG one. This is the buffer. It's plastic, like it comes into the APFG one. The shape makes me think that they are the same, so any aftermarket buffer for recoil buffer for APFG should work on this one. We'll test it out later. Got the bolt there. Charging handle. Let's have a look at the bolt. There is so much grease, guys, you have no idea. Like, I'm gonna stick my hands everywhere. I guess that this is exactly like the APFG one. So sometimes with these like bolts, the problem that you can have is this screw down here, which is holding nozzle, can actually come loose. This one is not. And if that's the case, if yours comes loose, and pray that you find it, because most of the time it likes to go hiding either in the fire controls or it just goes off somewhere else, never to be found. And we've got here in between the nozzle and the bolt, there's this piece here which is a baffle, and it's literally holding the nozzle from popping out. It's the one in APFG is nylon. I don't know quite sure which material is this one, but sometimes it breaks, and that means that this one, see, I can't put it more than this. This one goes forward and it doesn't retract, because then it goes out of the tracks, and there might be like that's when you see like your replica like spitting a gas out everywhere. And I want to have a look and see if there's an impasse here. Yeah, there is one. There's an impasse. So for those who don't know, an impasse is a kind of like a regulator, basically, that it's a valve, sits in here, that you can screw to close and unscrew to open it up, and basically dictates how much gas is going through for every shot. And obviously if you close it, it's gonna go less. So if it's too hot when you go chrono, you probably want to just put it down by closing the impasse. Okay, so to release the barrel and the OPAP chamber, we have to unscrew this through here. It's a size 3, by the way, metric. There should be, yeah, it's around there. There's a nut that holds this screw in place, basically. And once that nut is released, like that, see, we can literally just, oh, we should be able to. This one's gone. This one's gone as well. And see in the middle here, that's another pin that needs to be pushed out. That was easy. And this should just be able to be pulled out. It's not coming, but I see here there's another rub screw. So I think that, let's see this one. This might be holding it in place like a last resort. Okay, we got it. So it's not actually a 2, it's a 1.5. So if you see, like the grub screw is inside, is tiny. Yep, there you go. And the op just come off. You can see here is where that grub screw goes, and it's really damaged. The up does feel different though from the APFG one, but the shapes looks the same, so I guess like you can probably use the APFG ones in this one. But yeah, let's clear the table a bit and then we'll open this up. Okay, looks like this just a grub screw by the muzzle device. Can't remember if the MPX has any at the base here, but definitely MCX has 2 grub screw out there. Muzzle device, which, let's grab the magnet again. Not steel. No steel either. Okay, so this one, let's see if I can, yeah. So I guess if you go for the longer version, you're gonna have a longer outer barrel, but the principle should be the same. Oh wow, look at this O-ring. It's done in. And we didn't even shot it. And there's like grease and oil. Oh man, what did they do? Yeah, this has to be changed, by the way. And this is used for stabilizing the inner barrel with the other barrel, but it wasn't doing much there. Twisting around, there you go. Nice out. So should just be able to separate it. There you go. Oh, there's actually no ring here at the base. Very thin one. But I guess it was just helping keeping the chamber tight together. God, look how much grease. So that's the up adjuster. Up arm. Spring. Lots of grease. The base, not sure what's this called, but it's the same as the APFG. Backing is there, but can you guys see here? Look, there's so much grease. Like, why would you put grease in the hub chamber? So one of the main problems that the APFG replicas have with the MPX is that because this design is a split chamber, and when you close it, you actually screw in here. Quite heavy stuff sometimes, like steel outer barrels that have like suppressor and blah blah blah. This part is very fragile, so it snaps very easy. And myself included, like, had received an MPX from the shop and arrived where you see, like in the handguard, the barrel is sitting on the side because it is snapped. But I say, like, it does feel solid. Like it does feel more solid than the APFG one. So I guess it should be tougher as well. Alright guys, so I put back together the replica, and I was looking at information on websites about the material, like what kind of metal the lower and upper receiver are made of, but I don't know if you can see. I can see it from here, but you can see that the bottom, it kind of has like a different shade of black. It almost feel like bluish, the bottom, and yeah, the top is a different finish. So I guess like there's two different materials, type of a alloy or metal. Regarding our fitment and what these can house in BFC/APFG family, you can already see that magwell is different. So this is a TTI MPX magwell, and it's loose. This fits both the AG BFC and the GBBR APFG. So the basically the outside here, it's different. It won't fit the magwells. And you might have noticed that I swapped. This is the original pistol grip. It's very, very, very thin and cheap plastic made. No hole for the selector spring, and I had this one available. I think it's a Magpul, what's it called? Miad, something like that. Yeah, Magpul Miad. It's a step up, but still not happy with that. But we'll change it in the future. Put an anchor on top. Here there's a 4.5 handguard, but this is not the original one. This is the VFC/APFG one. This is what comes with. And beside the actual walls of the handguard at thinner, you can also see that basically it's, if I can see better, it's not as wide as the APFG VFC one. It's quite narrow, almost feel like a Spear LT kinda of handguard. So what that means that basically like it's almost impossible to pass through a suppressor if you guys wish to do so on this one. I believe it's very, very narrow. On this one, however, it's also narrow, but I did manage to put some suppressor like the GP5 replica from PTS. That will fit. Yeah. So that's again another thing to consider. The stock. The stock is very nice. I really like it. It feels solid, no wobble. It's all metal. Definitely not steel, but very good metal. And like this stock alone, probably like the people could charge like, I don't know, £80, and you know it comes together with a replica for £300. We already said steel control groups and fire controls, and I popped a muzzle device from TTI. The muzzle device it comes with is the birdcage 6 style, and again very thin, very light. Let's put a mag in and let's see how it feels and how it shoots and fires.